Alright. This is the round 2 of this team match between Dawnbreakers and Voidless Summoners. I'm currently waiting on a friend code from a member on Voidless Summoners so I can spectate the match. And we're good. Waiting on that though. So far, what has happened is that there was a sword v sword mirror between VS Apathy and Dawnbreakers VLV, also known as Vivir, and very close, about like 18 game match. Alright, apparently they did a round without me in. That is very annoying. But, hold on. Another person from Voidless Summoners had won, which was Hey on Portal, and it was another round against Vivir. Now I'm allowed in. This is the third round. My bad. Here we go. Arc is running what? Ooh, it's Symphonis. Okay. All right. Sorry about the solo cast. I was supposed to have someone who knows more about this than me, but he was a no-show, so I've had to improvise on this myself. We are waiting on Symphonis to join. There he is. So we have Blood versus Forest, I believe. All right. Forest going first. Neutral aggro blood is what it looks like. It's a very late game, or mid-game really oriented in hand versus full aggro. This brick really does not help him at all. Okay. Fairy. If he can last a few more turns, he should be able to stabilize in this. I mean, this is just... I'm surprised I haven't seen any bigger drops than 2. It's not going to be enough to be able to overpower this kind of hand from the forest. Plus brambles, you can't even trade. What do you do here? I imagine... Yeah, Snarling Chains the Lord. Yeah, you smash face. Alright, sorry about that. Do you save the fairies for the Casio? I mean, against aggro, wouldn't... I feel like you need the kind of trading power. Maybe keep 1 for an Evo, or for the Casio, instead of playing all of them. I mean, you got all the Evos in the world late game, so... I can see it. Delirial Peen full clear. He has the Evo advantage. Alright, the Warden. He's got the Hellblindy, which can actually go over this. Which... I don't know if you want to keep that big body up, or if you just drop the Razor Claw into it. You may just Claw, and then Evo Face for 5, bring him down to 11. Yeah, better play. Evo that. Now, that is interesting. Is he trying to call the Cassiopeia? So is he evoing to have more life points than 5? Since he would have had 6 if he evoed Delirial, but now he has 7, so there's a bigger chance of them living. Is the Aaron. This Phantom Cat will just not let him run out of power here. He's done Hellblindy for turn 7 if he wants, so he's not afraid. He's throwing it down now. What does he get? Ooh, brutal. Cassio full clear. Yeah, do you help Lindy? Help Lindy could kill the Cassia. Or just hit both face, which I mean, also a choice. Alright, yep. Which is probably the better outcome. I mean, yeah, he's got Aaron. But if that 3-3'd stayed on the body with this, it'd be hard to come back from. Yeah, he could Gruff, but the Cassia would have still been alive. Gruff very good here. Wow. Double Merman. Going all in. I don't see why not. He has another Phantom Cat. It's a lot of rebound. Aaron over the Gruff. Or he can maybe play the Fairy, get some bodies down with the Brambles. And Insect Lord, maybe get a 33% chance to hit Gruff. Professional play, right? This is the safer one. Imagine, though, that full high roll play paying off. That would have been great. Alright, what does he come back from this with? He's got no Evo, so it's gonna be tough. I don't know, what does he draw? Oh! Insect Lord high roll? Oh, okay. That is 5, 7, 8, 9 damage. You buff him into what? That should be lethal? No matter what. Yep. And that is a win for Symphonis. Making this a 3-0 point difference here. Alright. Let me see if I can get up the other one. Hold on. Waiting on the next people they will push forward. I forgot to mention earlier that there was since there's 7v7, there's one craft that's not used. That's the one that they ban, and you had Dawnbreakers ban Rune, you had Voidless Summoners ban Haven, and they both really have like the same thing left, since VS has won with Portal, Sword, and Blood. So they got like all their kind of rush stats down. It's gonna be start slowing down, I feel. We had on Dawnbreaker's side there was VLV, who they played twice in a row. For round 1 and round 2, they ran VLV twice, both on sword, and he lost both times. So it's like, I don't know, he lost his sword mirror in a portal. The sword mirror is very close, though. I don't think he played badly at all. He just ended up getting screwed in the end by top deck Faneblade, actually. He may have won the match. I don't know. Or could have, I should say. Dawnbreakers will be bringing Jinaru, which is Runecraft. And that is the wrong place. What am I doing? Here we go. There it is. We have ET. Oh, 0506. All right. So this is Forest on VS's side versus Runecraft. Wow, that is a very high curve. So you have Daria against Elephant with a lot of legends. All right. Oh, the owl. He's not going second, though. It's better for Daria to go first, but sometimes you want that extra evo when you're going up against somewhat controlled decks like Forest, especially with that hand. You want to go second. Not a very good hand. Hmm. His hand's getting much better, or very quickly, I should say. So speaking like an idiot, right? That is a lot of fairies. A lot of fairies. Do you brambles and play it, or do you just whisper and play one? It's the end goal here. It's not a hand that can deal with Daria at all, but right now with the Daria hand, it's okay. It's not you're gonna lose on turn 5. Uh, you'd use Magic Missile here. And end turn, really, right? What do you draw at least? Okay, never mind. You don't end your turn. Uh, yeah, okay. Game froze for a second. That is a lot of fairies. That's 8 more fairies. We use Owlnet's turn. And if he uses those evos that, you can Piercing Rune 2. That should get them both down to 2. Which is huge. What does Selwyn do here? Honestly, like the worst hand I can think of going up against Daria. I mean, he does have the the gorillas, which is not the worst. Do you just swarm the board here? Swarm the board and the brambles can give you value with trying to trade with the Daria board. Won't be coming down its turn, but turn 6. Oh, connection issues. Come on. Make it back, man. I believe in you. Alright. Well, that was... With that hand, I don't know if it would have ended that way, but maybe. Unfortunate. I don't know if they're going to redo that game. No. Okay. Well, Dawnbreaker, get around. That's nice. Get them back in this, right? Setting everything up. So it is it is 3-1 in favor of VS. Huh. Next one is Momo Jelly, who is playing Blood on the side of Dawnbreakers. Finding out about VS at the moment. Other than that disconnect and what looked like to be a very great Daria hand, matches have been very close from what I've seen. Okay, we have the room number. Okay, so Momo versus a naval, or it should be. He meant to spectate, but he joined. Get out of here. Yeah, Shadow versus Blood. I do appreciate the Bloodcraft Adept flair here, representing. Waiting on a naval. There he is. That is. Sorry, I'm silent in between games. I'm have a notepad with everything like and who's winning what with what card and all that on the side. Okay. It's a mid-game, well, early to mid-game hand. I know I'm going to see the scoring in the first 3 turns, right? What do you keep? Another neutral blood. But, arguably, kind of. It's the best blood deck on ladder, but there's different variations of it. All animated. I like it. I like it a lot. There's the zombie party. Alright, not bad for both players. Since this is a very good blood hand, but he is going second, so it slows down his aggro a lot. Kind of evens out. I was alone. Think. Happy Pit. There it is. It's weird because Blood really can't have like advantageous board states against this. It's taking a while to end its turns. Alright. You play Villainous, right? You get the board? Yeah. Smack him down. I don't know. Do you just Angel here? Angel Lord face? I mean, feels bad, but I don't know if playing the ward is better. Maybe, yeah. I just wasn't sure if the one attack would be useful enough to use later in the game. Another Bellinus. You play the series? I feel like you did away with playing it. Since you can just Bellinus Zombie Party and go in for a lot of damage. It's like he's going the safest of routes and not using any removal. Which I can understand. Alright. Do you evo the merman here so it doesn't die if you trade? Yeah. Actually, it may still die. 50-50? Series free trade. Leaves a 7-2. Isn't that bad though? I mean, yeah, he is Ector. Doesn't quite have the shadows for it yet. But Zombie Party with the Enhance will get him to that. And he should get him to that, right? I don't know. Do you want to use the removal instead of gaining shadows? As he could have just Aisha thrown it in or played Necro Assassin Evo and traded it. It's not that was his only route. Do you Evo? I feel like he needs to save it for the Ector. Or at least that's what I would do. Alright. Stritz, get a... Actually, you could probably just Stritz and leave it, right? You can trade in the Merman if you really wanted to. That's not. Oh, you can evo the Pure Hearted over it and still live, or let's go all face. Also an option. I don't know what he wants to save the evil for. He doesn't have Ector Shadows, so it's not the worst to let it live. Angel the Word. Okay, yeah, he's going over it. Not a bad play. One shadow short of Ector, the man himself. Ceres is a big draw, though. Huge draw. I think that Ceres draw itself forces the tide, you could say. Bad analogy. That's 6 possible damage. There's still no Ether shadows. That's a threatening board. If you Ether, you can clear 3. Maybe throw both of them into the owl himself, but that also works. That's 3, 5, 6, 7. Play everything, push lethal. Ether clears 3. So he'll guaranteed have 3 damage on the board. At least 3. Although bonus, you can kill 4. What a good card to draw off of that. And honestly, it's a 50-50 chance to hit one of the 1 health, so then he can full clear. Let's see. Nope. He got the worst one. He can let it live. He just has to hope that the blood does not draw Razor Claw. Or Phantom Cat, actually. Phantom Cat, and then get 2 from it. I think you just have to... If you hit the face, Ceres is going to heal him to 5 no matter what. I think it just closed the way for him to win. I'm trying to think of all the blood cards that he can draw. That if he was to go face and then draw. Bibe Katha. Very unfortunate. You just... Flood? Yeah, you flood. I mean, you can go very safe here. With the Ether too. Ah. Just in case this game goes south, he's got another head can't be taken to back it up. Not like it will, right? There it is. And that is game. That is a win for Naval. Yes, just dominating. It's not that Dawnbreakers has played bad either. There have been a few plays which I could see a different route, but I don't think there's really much they could have done. At least this game, not all of them. So that is... The only two people that Voidless Summoners have left is Nova and Rose, which would have to be on Haven and Dryden respectively, because the rune was banned. And that's done. We don't see Hunter from VS. He was the one that lost. He was the Forest player that lost. We had to see him have vengeance. Arc is coming back, so it'll be a Forest v Forest. Oh, he's changing his mind. Never mind. Come on, Lawburner. Is he staying or not? It should be Salty Dog, who is Dryden. Yeah. So Forest v Dryden. That is very threatening to see. This is a very neat tech. I actually do like this card, though. I get it. I like weird cards. This seems like deja vu.
It's a pleasure.
There it is again.
It's a pleasure.
Just brambles. I mean, he got the gorillas, so it's not that bad. You have the ramp on 2 and 4. That should make him at 8. No, it's 7 mana when he evos this. I don't know how Forest can deal with a canyon. I'll be honest. I don't know if they can. I think he just flooded the board. I don't know. I don't think the drawing Cassiopeia would help against the dragon. I think you just have to flood the board. Since that's what you'd save them for. He's gonna go right on Canyon on his turn 6, or turn 5 really. I guess the Justice is good now. Guess he got another one too. Very hard amulet to deal with for Forest coming down. Do you save them? I mean, you'll have a 8 damage Cassio if you top decker. Not bad. So he could Canyon, or he could have actually ramped up to 9 if you wanted to for the Dahaka. Although he may just do that for Bahamut turn on turn 8. I'm not sure. There is a Gorilla Evo here. Or if you really want, you can Gorilla Evo then Entangling Vines it, so then the Evo doesn't really kill itself. That is a play that you can do. Or Justice Fairy Airbound? I don't know. Depends on what he wants to save. Seems that is what he's doing, right? Do you still save for Cassio? Might as well if you're going this far, right? Actually, you can just Sybil here. Double ramp. That is oh so threatening. Cassio top dead. Wow. That is unbelievable. That does 8, which can actually leave all 3 alive, I think. Yeah, all 3 can live. If you want to see true RNG. You have to Cassio here, yeah. I was about to say. Almost the worst scenario. Entangling Vines. Must want to use it for hard removal against the Bahamut. You do have White Wolf, which on turn 10 can be 2 9/9s with an Evo 20/20. Or, well, 20 damage. I think that's the only way to close it. You do not want to use that Evo, though. Here comes Dahaka. Do you Evo for 10? Yeah. Set up lethal on board. Plus the 5/5 that you get. What are you doing? Tangling Vines, Dahaka, Fairy, Evo? Over the 2/1. I mean, he's 1 health from dead if he does that, but this is the Scyther Evo. There's no way for him to full clear, so I don't know. Seems like what he's doing at least. You don't want to Evo, but I don't know if you have to. Yeah. Now, the only way to get 2 10/10s now is to have 1 on board when you go on to turn 10. So one of the fairies would have to live. You also have double Gorilla Elephant, which does 18.
Nice marksmanship.
But, area. I'll be honest, I was too focused on the Forest Craft's hand. I didn't even see the area it played. I am but honest. There we go. That is Dawn's second win. VLV is coming back, which is the sword player who played the first and second round for Dawnbreakers. And the room code. Still waiting who is up for Voidless. So he's sword with an Albert leader. If that makes it any better, right? I know what the first match that he did was very close. I think the second was kind of one-sided because the portal got draw. He's up against Hunter though, so we're gonna see that forest deck again. They're saving those two people. For Dawnbreakers, Lawbringer and Lemon have not played, and for Voidless, Rose and Nova have not played. There is apparently, since there's alternating hosts of the rounds, a team, one of the teams lost track of who is who. That's what this delay is. Since both were trying to host a lobby. Come on. Hunter, you can do it. This is very odd technical difficulties of someone not listening. Come on, Voidless Summoners. Telling him directly now. There he is. I had to message him directly. Sorry about that. Alright. There we go. Finally getting the match out of the way.
My
That is the dream turn 4-5. The delay. I don't have anything to talk about if you do this, people. I'm not creative enough. Caster issues.
Stop it.
Going first with this. So good. There is still injustice to deal with that. And double barrage. It's gonna be one hell of a battle for the board. You save the Lancer? No. I don't know. You have a lot of removal. I don't know what you use here. Save the barrages, right? Yeah. That long gap between the matches, like I lost my momentum. I'm such a bad caster. Ah. Geno trade, always good. With the Luminous Mage on 5. Oh, there is a crap ton of removal. I don't know how much of it you use. That there's still 5 damage on board, even with the Luminous Mage Evo, or Luminous Knight Evo, I should say. I don't know if Evoing that is the best. I guess it trades. It's good. He does have 5 burst damage in hand too. Cassio's coming though. The full clear. You still have in here, right? Clear the full board? Or do you let a 1/1 live? You got a Cassio, so it's not like it won't die next turn. It's just how risky do you want to be? No, they're gonna clear it. Okay. Smart thinking. Just do 5 face, bring him down to 4. Set up for Faneblade lethal, maybe? Aaron does exist, but maybe he won't play it. Trading, alright. I guess all you need to do is really knock him down to 5.
Stop it.
Would be greedy to do the one more. Wouldn't accomplish anything.
Romeo, I'm coming to you. You're an intruder.
Alright. That stops the Faneblade lethal. Double Perseus. Oh no.
The legend begins. The legend begins.
The stars pale beside
Cassio.
I lost.
I guess you'd play it. I mean, Sword can't really fill the board unless they play something like an Arthur. Which I guess in that scenario you can just flood face anyway. Start to wear him down. Now, he does have Aaron again on 8, so this completely stops Albert lethal.
Stop!
So he does it? Yeah, it does. He can play it safe and stop the Albert lethal. If you fairy airbound,
You're an
and then, or you can do this. Both just trade in the Cassio into it.